of the 2012 Men's European Handball Championships from Serbia, and after 48 matches played in 4 cities across the country, we reached the final everyone wanted as the hosts meet world championship silver medalists, Denmark. My name's Paul Bray, thanks for joining us again here in the Serbian capital, the Belgrade Arena, as the host nation holds its breath ahead of this final against the comeback kings from Denmark. Well, earlier today, Croatia beat Spain to take a bronze medal, but this is the match everyone is waiting for. The home nation Serbia take on Denmark, and of course a perfect storm today, a treble of finals for the Serbian nation. Djokovic has won the Australian Tennis Open, and just a few moments ago news came through that Serbia had won the European Water Polo Championships in Eindhoven. Well, does that increase the pressure, I wonder, on the Serbian men's handball team here to create history and win their first championship by right? Well, for Serbia, they cruised into the semi-final with preliminary round wins against Poland and today's opponents Denmark before a draw without consequence against the outgoing Slovakians. Maximum points into the main round meant that a draw against Germany and a win against Sweden were enough to book their semi-final spot with a match to spare, allowing them to turn the bench and rest key players Ilic and Stanic in their last group match, which they lost against Macedonia. In the semi-final, though, against arch rivals, neighbours Croatia, it was always going to be a tense affair, and a hesitant first half gave way to a dominant second half, when the Serbs could do no wrong, and Stanic proved to be absolutely untreatable in goal, while Ilic was scoring freely, and suddenly Serbia had done it, and of all things, they'd done it against the opponent they really wanted to beat, Croatia, and the fans will have to celebrate. It was such a great performance all round, and not only from Ilic, but from a very strong defence, and Stanic there in the centre, the goalkeeper. Denmark, they started their European Championship campaign disastrously with an unconvincing win against Slovakia, who would exit the competition at this stage, and 2 defeats to Serbia and Poland. And so Denmark entered the main round with 0 points, and most observers really wrote off their chances. But the Danes had other ideas, and 3 straight wins against Macedonia, Germany and Sweden, while the Germans, for their part, were squandering their chances. Denmark complete a remarkable comeback. The win against the Germans, against all odds. The win against Macedonia was absolutely phenomenal, with a goal in the last second, and that really was the turning point for them. And their semi-final with Spain was a real battle between 2 of the tournament's best defences. While the semi-final may not have been hugely attractive, this is it now. You had to marvel at the quality of the defences, and it stayed close to the end, with an out-of-sorts Hansen giving away the draw, rather with a shoulder barge, but then scoring the winner. There he is at the back with the red headband. And so Denmark were through to face Serbia in the final, and that's where we are today. And I can tell you the whole nation are behind this. It's front page on the newspapers, it's second, third, fourth and back page on every paper, in fact. They are desperate to win here, and confirmation that earlier today, in a rather lacklustre performance, I have to say, Croatia beat Spain 31-27 to take bronze. The game really never quite got off the ground, but the Croatian defence held in the end, and the Spaniards couldn't muster the energy or the enthusiasm, it seemed, to get into this game. But 20,000 spectators have now absolutely packed into this hall, and it's going to be deafening, as it was in the semi-final against Croatia. There was, of course, extra spice to that, with the Balkan neighbours, the Serbs desperately wanting to outdo their neighbours, their more fancied neighbours, it has to be said. Croatia with a longer handball pedigree as a single nation. But here today, Serbia have a chance to win it by rights on their own. The last medal really was a combined former Yugoslav team medal. Serbia-Montenegro mixed team of '96 taking bronze. So we're getting ready to be introduced to the 2 teams. They're going to come out here into the Belgrade Arena, and it's going to take some pretty sharp refereeing. Naldin Lazar and Laurent Revler, France took the semi-final, did a good job. So let's introduce then the team from Denmark. Led out by Lars Christiansen, 39 years of age. He scored over 1,500 goals in 326 appearances, still hungry for more. Here he comes. Coming out there is Christiansen. vastly outnumbered here. There is Markusson, 2 meters 12, just 23 years of age, new in the team. Led a great championship, but then again it's all about learning from him. Eggert has come through now it's more Spellevaert, the 32-year-old led back, called into the team when the back line was fluttering in the preliminary stages. That was Sven Hansen, the right winger who plays at Flensburg in Germany. At the back there now, Lindberg has had a fantastic competition, 27 goals, 66% success rate. Marcus cleverly just went past the goalkeeper, followed by Toft Hansen. Line player who's had a brilliant competition. Hansen has just charged on. There is the final player, Kasper Nielsen, the defence specialist. Right applause all round from the crowd, but expect a very different reception when the Serbs come out. They're just going through the bench at the moment. Ulrik Wilbek and his team being introduced. Wilbek has been absolutely astounding for Denmark. So here we come, and the mascots winding them up. They don't need any winding up. They're ready for this. We're not the heroes. Already voted most valuable player of the tournament, the captain, left back. Dragan Marjanac is next out, the goalkeeper.
Number 6, Marko Bujic.
Nearly there.
Number 7, Ivan Nitovic.
Bujic coming through now, the right back. He's had a hockey goal competition so far, cheered for every one of them. That's Nick Cilic, left winger. He's having a fantastic competition, 21 goals, 78% success rate. Markovic, the defence specialist.
70, Rajko Brodanovic. 80, Rastko Stojkovic. 22, Bojan Bjeljanski. 23,
Crept in effectively. Here's another great name. Stojkovic just going past him, a 30-year-old lad player, plays for Tibet Kielce. Another one of their defence, strong man there, Bojan Bjeljanski. Nenad Vukovic, back, plays for Nelson in Germany. Shukura, Ivan Stankovic, and finally Petar Nedalic. Not in the squad originally, but brought in as a replacement midway through. He injured his back, plays as it happens for Team Smith Holstebro in Denmark. Called in as he was declared fit enough to come through and play. It will be up ironically against one of his teammates, Mats Christensen, the defence specialist of Denmark. Referees will have to be introduced here today. Kenneth Hansen and Arne Christensen are from Norway, and they have been an outstanding referee there. And I think an excellent choice for what's going to be a real cauldron of an atmosphere here in the Belgrade Arena. Great honour for them, hugely deserved, and that's what they're after. European Men's Championship trophy. Will it be Momir Ilic who will lift it, or will it go to his counterpart, Lars Christiansen Ilic? 32 goals so far, 52% success rate, lots of assists. He plays his club handball for Kiel in Germany, the runaway leaders in the German Bundesliga. And I can tell you the atmosphere is incredible here. This hall is heaving. And they want to make it 3 out of 3 today, the Serbs, after the tennis and the water polo, but this is the one that counts. It's all over the papers. You couldn't have written this if you tried. It's a fairy tale come true. Well, it will be in an hour if Serbia can make it through. We shall start now with the national anthems, starting with Serbia. Serbian anthem there, the flag being furled down now.
Of Denmark.
Great to have the anthem of Denmark. So that's it. The anthems are over. It's down to business now with these two teams who, of course, met each other in the preliminary stage. They were together in Belgrade at the Pioneer Arena. 24-22 to Serbia on that occasion. Here's the Serbian lineup. Stanic has become a hero in goal. He's top scoring on the rankings there with 42% save rate. But, of course, Ilic is the hero. Prodanovic and Nikčević, though, on the wings have been outstanding as well. 78% success rate for Nikčević, 64% for Prodanovic, and Stritura, number 25, the playmaker, relatively new to the team, but what a name he's made for himself here. And there is Darko Stanic with that great 42% save rate, including 4 penalties. A 31% save rate on penalties is excellent. Had a bit of an off first half in the semi-final, then was untreatable afterwards. For Denmark, well, of course, all the experienced players are there. Egert and Lindberg on the wings have been fantastic. Mikkel Hansen, the left back, has blown hot and cold, the top scorer from the last World Championships. There he is. Bit of a mixed bag. 36 goals, but a 47% success rate. All of them from field play. He doesn't take penalties. He's also managed to do 10 turnovers. But I think the player who's really impressed me in the Danish side as well has been Rasmus Lauger-Schmidt, 20 years of age, and the playmaker's shown great initiative and settled in well. Vukovic is their coach for the Serbians, because he played for the old Yugoslavia as a line player. He's quite famous in his own right. And there is Ulrik Wilbek, who took the women to such success before retiring, and then being called out of retirement in 2005 to turn the men's fortunes around, which he did remarkably well. Bronze at the 2007 World Championships, silver last year in Sweden when they lost after extra time to France. And of course, they were European champions in 2008. And in fact, these two teams did meet last year in Sweden in the preliminary stages of that competition at the World Championships. Denmark winning comfortably 35-27. But they've got an extra 20,000 against them here today. And so Serbia in the red shirts and the blue shorts throw off the final, playing from right to left. Denmark in the white shirts and red shorts. And so Manojlovic is first up in the playmaker position. Ilic to his left, Vuyin to his right. Vuyin, who's really gone hot and cold as well. He's had some outstanding matches and sometimes he's been really shot shy. Manojlovic comes round into the centre, looking for the line. He can't pass to him, he's inside the area. And interestingly for Serbia, they all start with Bojan Beljanski with that head bandage. Cut over the eye, saved by Landin, picked up by Kasper Nielsen. Spelled by Beljanski, who just did that to try and buy a bit of time for his teammates to get back. And the defence very clear. At the top left of the picture, Hansen being individually marked. It's a 5-0-1 defence by Serbia. The Danes start with Lauga at left back and Sunagor at right back. Egert and Lindberg are their wingers, and Benedikt Hansen has been really brilliant on the line for them. Gets the ball, saved by Stanic, didn't get a good enough grip on it. His shot was pretty poor, going so high. Mortensen steals it. Is it his? And the Norwegian referee say yes it is, as Wilbek tries to make some changes. The crowd don't like it, but Mortensen just snatching that ball from under the nose of Nikčević. And it came off him as it went out. The Serbian winger. They left him alone now, Hansen. It's gone back to a 6-0 defence, and Hansen's got a bit of space on the left. The thing is, though, when he blow hot or cold here today, semi-final, Mikael Hansen. But from 12 attempts, so not a great success rate. Well, that's like it. He's on form today, is he? Well, let's wait and see. Gets the opening one. Straight down in the corner, Stanic getting down a little too late. I tell you, the country will go into ecstatic celebrations if Serbia win here today. This is a huge sport in Serbia, and to win this is going to mean so much. Ilic to the line, couldn't quite get it through to Veljanski as well, but it's a free throw. Serbia keep possession. 6-0 defence, but he's got so much movement. They defended brilliantly against the Spaniards in the semi-final. The fluidity of the defence just absolutely blocked out the Spaniards, forced them into long-range shots that landing just soaked up, and then the fast pace came through. A mistake. Ball pass by Fuyin, goes down between the legs. What a great pass by him, and maybe early nerves here. Lauga comes back in again, he's swapping with Kasper Nielsen between attack and defence. Lauga, with 20 years of age, just 17 caps, the number 8 for Denmark. What a remarkable story for him. 16 goals with a 53% success rate, but he scored 6 in the semi-final. Eggert, under the legs of the keeper, Stanic lifted it, he invited that one. Denmark know they've got to make a good start. They really have to. If they allow the Serbs to go into a 3 or 4 goal lead, it's just going to be catch up all the way. The crowd will carry them through the rest. It's imperative that they get not just a 1 or 2 goal lead, they've got to build on this now. Only up to 4 minutes played, still no goals for Serbia. Christiansen saying, well, we played them effectively in the second match of the tournament in the preliminary stages. We're hoping that they're first of all a bit more tired. Secondly, we've come good now. Denmark really did make a poor start to the tournament. They laboured against the Slovakians to win against them, but that result wasn't carried to the main round. Slovakia going out, saved by Landon. They can't break through the defence. In the end, they take a long-range shot, and Landon will have no trouble with those all day long. The 23-year-old goalkeeper from Gjainborg has become number 1 keeper in the team since Kasper Vink retired after Euro 2010, 2 years ago. Moves all round as Denmark have possession again. Hansen, Sunagor, damage the pass to Lauga, tries to carry it through, but he's held up on the line by Manojlovic. Pushes him out, and Vukovic's team still looking for solutions as they hit the 5-minute mark in the final. Lauga, Sunagor, tries to come around, he's going to get a free throw. Friendly warning initially for Ilic, that'll be the last one. After that, they'll be reaching for their pocket. Hansen. Lauga comes off a defender, took the sting out of the shot, the break is on. Cuts back inside. Off-handed. Oh, hits up the post, and at the 3rd attempt, it's good. The first chance, Brodanovic, great save, Nikčević, off the post, Brodanovic again, and this time he scores. Well, it's taken over 5 minutes, but finally Serbia on the score sheet. Nikčević, he's done better with that, such a huge angle. Good, the Serbs, because Denmark will hit them on the break every time the shots aren't, and they can hold them enough to launch a phase 1 or a phase 2 attack. To the wing, good save by Stanic. First of the game, he's got the ball out quickly, had to, he's off balance. Manojlovic, Ilic comes back towards the centre, but he's closely marked by Kasper Nielsen. He's made a very quick substitution. Lauga goes off, and Warnes is now going to come into the defence for Denmark. Bringing in a little bit of extra experience, a 28-year-old who plays for Flensburg in the German Bundesliga. There was the chance earlier for Lindberg. Huge angle, but Stanic did well, he came out quickly and didn't give him much end, Rene Toft getting there first. Manojlovic takes the shot, he scores! His fourth goal in the competition has been used predominantly in defence, but in the last few games he's come into prominence in the attack as well. 2-2 it is, 7 minutes played in the final. So Denmark's early lead whittled away. All the way through. Great save by Stanic. The ball is loose. Rene Toft has scored. It is Hansen through. Saved by Stanic, but they were slow to react. And Rene Toft Hansen, who's been named in the All-Star team, pushed that one way to get the lead back to Denmark. 3-2. Recorded from the crowd. 50% save rate for him, but still outdone by Landin at this stage. 3 stages from 5 for the Danish keeper. 60%. Mortensen pleads his innocence. Dispatches Beljanski. Beljanski waiting on this side. The line player for the moment comes out. Ilic. Saved by Landin. The ball's loose though. Beljanski can't go through. So incidentally, although Jarko Jesu, 25-year-old left-back, is on the list today. We understand he may not play. Ironically, he was hit over the eye. I believe a water bottle at the end of their semi-final. And he's been listed. He's been told that he's unlikely to play any part in the game. We'll wait to see how that pans out as it goes on. Landin. Another fine save. His stats stay at 67%, while Hansen's been marked and he's disappeared to the left of the picture. Been picked off by Vulin. Free throw. And Vulin comes off quickly as Sunagor gets a free throw. And they change back again. Ilic in the centre of the defence. They're holding things together with Manojlovic. In fact, it's Manojlovic and Beljanski who now have the centre. They switch from the 5-0-1 to a 6-0. Cheering around the hall. Still quite a few Danish spectators have made the trip here. There's a collection of them at one end behind the Danish goal at the moment. Sunagor, yes. No one went up to him. Manojlovic stood back and Sunagor, the 30-year-old who plays the scare, takes his chance. Gone past the 100 cap mark for Denmark, 220 goals. 2-goal lead restored for Denmark, 4-2. Ilic loiters on the wing, then comes around. Hansen in the thick of it. Hansen also named in the All-Star team as the left-back. And Sven Hansen plays for the Northern German Bundesliga side. Saved by Stanic. The ball comes out, long-range pass, initially blocked by Hansen, but the follow-up picked up by Nenad Vukovic, the 31-year-old left-back. There is Vukovic's goal, 102 kilometres an hour. Vukovic was injured, ironically, in the preliminary match against Denmark. Hurt his ankle, went down to the team, he was replaced briefly, got fit again, was brought back in for the main round. 11 minutes played then, in the final, Denmark lead by the single goal, 4-3, now goes back on the game. No way through there. Another bad effort by Hansen. Stanic shaves it, not a spin, he goes out behind and he milks the crowd to all it's worth. Look at the picture there, 20,000-seater arena. It's absolutely packed. the tickets, watching on television. To create history here. Serbia finished 10th in the World Championships last year, 13th in the last Euros. Way through. Passive play is being warned by the Norwegian referees. Ilic tees up. And a yellow card for Mortensen. It says, how far back do you want me to stand? I'm right on the line. Can't go back any further. I think he's strayed forwards a little bit, spotted by his Scandinavian referees. Success rate on his shooting, 16 assists as well. To the point, 8 goals in the semi-final. It's no wonder that Ilic has been voted most valuable player of Euro 2012. Long attack here now, it is passive play. Ruyin tries a long-range shot, Landin saved. This time the Danes pick up the loose ball, it's Hansen. Hansen goes down looking, but gives it back to Eggert in the end. Hansen being individually marked by Ruyin. Swap out. Hansen once more disappears to the halfway line. Goalkeeper efficiency fairly close, 62% for Landin, 56% for Stanic. Sonogor. Penalty, fouled on the line, Mortensen broke through, and once more it's that defender 1 and 2 on that side. Konyansky didn't come out. Able to go right up to the line there, and you can see both of them in fact are inside. Eggert steps up to take the penalty. Beautifully scored. He scored 12 out of 16 so far the championships. Denmark go 2 up, straight over his shoulder, about the last place he could bring his arms to. Friction down on his right ear, Stanic. Changing the playmaker role for Serbia. Tritura comes in, 36 years of age, and he's only just been called up to the national team. 7 caps coming into this competition, and already 20 goals. Free throw. He plays for Real Adimar in Spain, actually. Come back again. Kovic looking on anxiously at the moment. Took over after the World Championships last year in Sweden. Serbs a bit disappointed with that 10th place. Ilic. Tritura. Ilic again. Ruyin tries to take the shot, it goes wide, but his arm's being held, and we've got a yellow card for Hansen. Blocking him, but it's Hansen. 24 to the back there, you'll see it. He's got himself a yellow card. A 2-minute suspension. Off Hansen. I'm absolutely sure you want to do this, guys. Let's have a look. Well, there, pushes more to the point. He pushes too high on Tritura. Anything holding around neck height, I'm afraid will get you a 2-minute suspension. Power play situation now for Serbia. They've really got to capitalise on this to try and close this goal. We're past the halfway point in the first half of Euro 2012 final in Belgrade. Ilic, there's space there into the line. That's more likely to pull one back. Beljanski. Handle for Greece in Switzerland. Spellever, he had a chance, he slowed down at the wrong moment. Seemed to hesitate. Lauga has to go all the way through, very closed angle, it's stopped, picked up by the Serbs, and a chance now. Still 42 seconds on this power play. Quick substitutions are made. Vukovic. Ilic and Shakura. Second right player on the line, trying to make a bit of space, and friendly warning. 61.5 dozen of the other between Beljanski and Hansen. Both get a talking to by the Norwegian referees, and the suspension nearly served out, and looks like when it got cancelled, replaced by Henrik. Great chance there, breaking through for Stankovic. He plays for Créteil in France. He shoots straight into the keeper. Denmark at full strength. Ilic, took a deflection off the defender. The rebound picked up by Nilsson, shoved over by Beljanski, gets a free throw. Now they can restore a bit of normality into the back line instead of having 5 back players. Eggert returns, as does Lindberg, onto the wings. Well, it was an effective solution. Avoided conceding goals during that power play. And Hansen hits the back of the net again. Delight for the Danish supporters. They keep the initiative. Lots of height, and the defence needed to move up a lot quicker onto him. That's the second goal of the game. Celebrations for Landin at the bottom of the picture. Ilic looking for the line. Holding going on by Mogensen on Toskic, who's just come in now to replace Beljanski. 11 for Serbia. 29 years of age, 108 caps, 231 goals, the line player. This is Selje in Slovenia. Shakura drops in, Ilic down the centre, tries to take the ball with a quick shot, Landin saves it. Well, he followed the loose ball over to the wing, it was a mistake, Vodanovic got it, and shoots into the open goal behind him. 2 goals for him, and it's just a 1-goal gap again. Good first save, but he should have stayed back, thought he was going to knock the ball out of play. Vodanovic got there first. Switching between 5-0-1 and 6-0 defence. Spellever. Hansen must have gone through if he wanted to Senegal. Lindberg comes back out of the area to pick up the loose ball. Of course, the Serbs went off so fast, thinking they had a fast break going. There was no one there to pick up the loose one. And the crowd getting louder and louder now, really trying to put up the Danes. Senegal, saved by Stanic. Save again. So past the 20-minute mark in the first half, Denmark leading by just a single goal. Mindful that Serbia kind of edged along behind Croatia in their semi-final yesterday. That's loose. Who's going to get there first? Eggert has. No one covers him, and he puts it in the back of the goal. Stanic thought about coming up. Probably wouldn't have got there first, and wisely dropped back, but no defenders helping him. Kasper Nielsen goes off wide to try and draw off any defenders. 7-5. Nice play by Eggert. Nice despairing. Stanic. Eggert has scored 3 from 3 now. shot himself, it goes wide, but he's being held in the process, and it's a free throw for the possession. Who's having a good year, 64 goals in the Liga Thobal. He's averaging 4.3 in his club handball, the Serbian number 25. Oh, off the knee. Little fumble, and Chutura's in trouble. Well, what a silly way to get sent off. When the whistle goes in handball, you've got to put the ball down immediately where you are. Chutura walks off within a few paces and drops it. And that's enough to leave them short-handed for the next 2 minutes. And the crowd's got a bit quiet here, apart from some of the Danish supporters. There it is. That's the mistake. He picks the ball up, the whistle's gone, and he doesn't put it down. He runs off and then puts it down. There you go. That's not down to international experience, just plain any handball experience. Teammates might have a word with him because it's flattened the defence so much that Hansen can follow in behind and score. And it's the biggest lead yet for Denmark. 8-5, Hansen the scorer. 2 goals then in succession. See the 1-goal lead stretched for Denmark. Serbia winning 24-22. Each with an amazing game, 11 goals in that game. Stanic making 44% saves on the shots. Denmark, Christiansen and Hansen were their best players on that day with 4 apiece. Hansen, though, having a more success rate with his shooting. Hoping that the Serbs, who maybe have less strength in depth on the bench, will be more tired now. 10 days on from that last game. The Danes, who can call on more experience on the bench, maybe can edge past. Certainly in ranking terms, Denmark well above the Serbs. Oh, landing caught flat-footed. Maybe short-handed. Vukovic. The play went out, got treatment on his ankle, and then got reintegrated into the squad. Enjoying his moment there. Player, 85 caps for Serbia. Paul Spellevain on the line. They cut him out completely. Lindberg on the wing now. Nikolic is too close, there's no space, but there's a bit of gap now. Straight into the goalkeeper, and Mortensen, that's a bad miss for him. Great opportunity. He was well blocked, but the defender took off from outside the area to get in his path. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Denmark just a 2-goal lead. He was inside, say the referee, so they couldn't give him the goal, Toskic. For Nielsen, though, Mr. Hansen, what went wrong between 1 and 2 there? Left the gap open. Nielsen, huge experience, 163 caps, 286 goals, but now really more used as a defence specialist. Nielsen really stranded in no man's land. So Ilic steps up, Landin comes a long way forwards. Underneath him, and they've got another one back. Scores. He needed that confidence booster. First goal from 5 attempts for him. They need him to be firing all cylinders, the keel man. Drives around as a second line player, trying to make space for Hansen. They made it, but it's blocked. He's picked it up on the line. Not given. Inside the area. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Quick hit back. Oh, Landin. Picked up out. It was off the ground. That's good. Oh, Hansen to Eggert. And it's saved. Stanic comes out. The goalkeeper gets his leg to it. He, together with Ilic, undoubtedly the 2 big heroes of the Serbian team, but it's a team effort. Defensively, they've all stuck together, they've all done their bit. fantastic in defence. Shakura coming in late in his years to the national team is impressed as well. Hansen saved again by Stanic. Suddenly he can do no wrong. 56% save rate for him. And Kovic, too many steps. Spellebear brings it up, looks for options. Sudagor. Look behind him, Lindberg might have had a bit of space. Dummies the pass this time, we've got two on the line. And Spellebear has to come out. European champions in 2008. Where's that? Too many steps, was it? The way the Norwegian referee saw it. So a chance for Bielbeck. Parts of instructions, 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. With a smile there, trying to stay calm. And I guess you could say the pressure may be less on Denmark, because if they lose here today, they can say, well, look, we played against the host nation and 20,000 fans bellowing against us. That it was always going to be difficult for us to do it against a team really being carried on a wave of euphoria. The Serbs, for their part, have the pressure of having to deliver in front of a crowd who want nothing less than the goal. Even though, frankly, what they've achieved so far is quite remarkable. And the added pressure, of course, that Djokovic has won the Australian Open today. They've brought a fellow team and now European champions. And they definitely don't want to be the team that misses out on the day of the perfect storm, as they called it. Vukovic staying nice and calm with his players here. There's only one goal in it, and that's just about where they want to be. Close up behind the Danes. So the pressure builds maybe in the second half, but you've got to make sure that they don't take the pressure on. Put the Danes under pressure instead. Big win for the Danes last year at the World Championships, and about this time of the year as it happens, 35-27 in the preliminary stages of the World Championships. And now it seems like an eternity ago after 2 weeks here in Serbia, where the whole country has lifted their team into this final. Spellebear then in a bit more space. Hansen's come off and Magnusson is in. 23-year-old tourist player in the competition. Toft Hansen yanked to the ground and Majolovic is off. The 31-year-old who plays for Gorenje Velenje in Slovenia. Reaches across and wrenches Rune Toft Hansen to the ground. So Denmark now with a 2-minute power play. Sundgaard ships over to the right-hand side. Hansen is back on again in the centre. Preferring the experience now while they've got the extra player. And as they push up to cover, Hansen hits Spellebear to his left, who uses the space he's opened up. It was a quick pass, Hansen, Sundgaard, Spellebear. The quicker you do, the better. Hansen holding up the last defender on the line. 2.5 minutes remaining, just over. And Denmark have a 2-goal lead again. But it's very tight still here in Belgrade. Serbia. Be shot fairly soon. High defence, says Bielbeck. Vuyin looks for the line. The ball stolen. Unfairly, say the referees, and it's possession in Serbia. Toft Hansen looks disappointed with the ball. Comes off a defender. That would be a throw in from the corner, and that lets more the clock tick down. They've done well because it's been 20 seconds. The free throw was given and it's still ticking away, and finally they stopped the clock. In the background, Beljanski on the bench, absolutely absorbed by the game, no way through. How much longer are they going to give them, these Norwegian referees? The clock is still ticking away. Vuyin let him shoot from there, it's zero angle anyway, but it doesn't matter. There's a foul, the clock down to Spellebear comes on now. The sting taken out of the shot by Ilic. Put his hand to it. Stanic can make a very comfortable save. 1 minute to go in the first half, then Serbia back at full strength. Vukovic calls the move from the centre, but before he can do it, Vukovic hands in the timeout card. Team timeout with 54 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ajmo da probamo da dobijemo Marka tamo, ali Marko, kad se hoće, da napravimo pivota iznad vlačenja, pustimo loptu, jedna strana, druga strana, iznad vlačenja, Vučko, skroz izađi po levom beku, dobar pas, Frodo, jako prema sredini, utrči, nema šut, Momira po drugoj strani sa pravim pivotom.
Finding that the defenders are holding well and is forcing some long-range shots which are not troubling the goalkeepers as much as you might expect. Hansen on the right there may not be scoring freely today, but he is sucking in defenders and releasing the ball quickly. 54 seconds. Watch a recording of the Danish team timeout. Play resumes. Nikčević in on the left wing. Very deep. Ivanovic on the far side, Lesser. Toskic drops back in again. Bujin. Save. Loose ball's picked up. Nielsen juggles it for a while, then knocks it sideways. Eggert picks up the loose ball. No rush for the Danes now. Eggert goes around as once more Hansen is being individually marked by Bujin. And stays on the halfway line to let his teammates get on with it, not interfere. Hans Lindberg. Sunagor, Paul Spelleberg, Sunagor again. 11 seconds, Sunagor. And they fumble the ball out of play. And they tease the defence, and in the end they pay the price. Ilic, play on, say the referees. He launches a missile, it goes over the top, and there goes the half-time buzzer. Bit of a messy end, but it's not too dramatic for Serbia. Low-scoring first half, dominated by strong defences and good performances in goal by Landin and Stanic. Not quite lit up the world yet, this final, but wait and see. I think the second half, when the pressure starts to build and the end whistle approaches, I think it's going to be a real cauldron out here. The teams go off then for their half-time break. There's some of the, you see it right there, but Danish supporters, that's where they are. It's been a fabulous arena here and a great atmosphere. So the statistics for the first half show the 38% success rate on shooting for Denmark, only 29% for Serbia, and you can see only 30% of Serbia's attacks result in goals, 39% of Denmark, so it is about defence and goalkeepers as well, and some turnovers there, and no one really standing out on the top shooters there. Eggert and Hansen 3 apiece, but otherwise it's spread, the few goals we've had among several players here. And this is how the game has gone, long spells with no goals as the goalkeepers do their bit, and the defence does its bit, and at the moment it will be a game of defences. For Serbia, it's all down the middle, with one shot in from the wing, one fast break, and one penalty only. Have a look at Denmark's picture, and, well, one wing shot on the left, no success on the right, though, and otherwise they too straight down the middle and a bit on the left. So half-time then, Denmark are leading 9-7 in the final of Euro 2012. We'll take a short break, but join us again for the second half.